Hi, I'm Grant from 6 Overland, and on this episode, I'm going to take you through the ins and outs of our brand new off-road capable camper, a Lifestyle Campers Fusion. Stick with us. Hi, I'm Grant, and on this episode, we're going to take you through our brand new Lifestyle Campers Fusion. Now, we have run around all over the Western US and even to the East Coast with our 2019 Patriot Campers X1H. Now, that is a tent camper, canvas, and after doing that for some years, we decided it was time for an upgrade. We've got a lot of different reasons for the upgrade, but we were looking at campers that fit a certain set of criteria for us, one of which it had to have some hard walls, even though it didn't have to be all hard, at least part of it. And besides that, we also wanted a sleeping space for our daughter, someplace that's got a bunk, that she's not with us in bed now that she's growing. She's 7 years old now and needs her own space. So we wanted to keep the outdoor living area, and there were a few campers, including the brand new Patriot Campers ST5, I think they call it, that fit that bill, but didn't fit our price range. And I know there's some of you out there that feel the same. And so we decided to go with what I would call the next best option, which is probably in some ways better, which is this right here. This is a Lifestyle Campers Fusion. It is kind of a blend between some of their lower line models and their upper line models, and kind of has the best of everything. And I'm going to go through it right now with you. The bugs are starting to come out, so I may go kind of quick through this, and you'll see more of it in our camping episodes in the future. But I wanted to at least give you an overview of this camper and our thoughts after spending one shakedown weekend at a normal campground, nothing crazy, but at least it gave us an idea of how this is going to be camping in it before we take it on some much bigger trips. So let's go take a look, do a walk around, and go from there. All right, so we'll get kind of the nitty gritty out of the way first before we get to some of the luxury stuff. So you've got your propane gas storage up front. Now, this trailer doesn't run off of propane. Nothing is propane, but they've got a propane compartment here. So if you've got a scuttle or a grill or anything else that you want to use, you've got a storage place for your propane, so you don't have to store it anywhere else. So that's there. You've got an extra storage compartment on the side here. This is actually built for a jerry can. We'd have to find one that fits there. I haven't found one yet, but you know, at least not here in the US. But we have tossed our chalk blocks in there. Nice storage outside the vehicle. So in the front, you've got a DO35 hitch. You got a handbrake and your ARC Extreme Series jockey wheel. And this is really nice to have, way better than the one that we had on our last trailer that came with that one. So now we'll move over here to the side compartment. There's a nice stone guard here in front, so any stones that get kicked back, it's gonna bounce off of that, and that's soft, so that's nice. It's not gonna ding up your trailer. In this box here, massive storage space. It's passed through all the way to the other side, and there's a door on the other side as well. You've got a light right here that you can move around depending on what you need to put light on. There's a dust suppression system built into this, so that if you're going on a dusty trail, boom, turn that on. It's now putting positive pressure inside the trailer to push any dust and air out to prevent you from sucking that dust in. So that's really nice. You've got a Cruise Master suspension system, and that means the Cruise Master airbag system. And with this, they actually have an air tank, so it's instant. It's on demand. You can raise up, lower down, either side. There's even a line out to where if you want to air down your tires or an air up, you've got that system built into the trailer, so you don't even have to get another air compressor. So that's nice. Shelf here down at the bottom, you've got a slide out for, this space is actually supposed to be for like a Weber Q. We haven't purchased one yet for this trailer, but that's what that space is for. Now, there are actuators right here at the press of a button to open the roof. There's also an awning up top here. Now, this is a hand crank awning, and I'm not going to open that up on this particular video. We'll see that in one of the future videos, but I will open the trailer so that we can get into it in a little bit. But basically for that, you just want to press this button. Boom, after unlatching the corners, which I already did. and it lifts on its own. Now, one of our big complaints with our previous setup is the time it takes to set up camp. Typically, if we get to a campsite late and we just want to go to bed, there's a little bit of work involved. Now, it's way better than ground camping, so don't get me wrong on that. It's not that bad, but this is just that much faster. All you got to do is open the top and boom, you can go to bed. It's that easy. But anyway, while this is opening up, let's walk around. So before I can even get the camera set up, it's already up and ready to go. So it's that easy and quick to open this thing up. Now, here you've got your kitchen galley, and it's a couple very sturdy latches to open this up. You've got an induction cooktop right here, which is really easy to use. Your storage for your food and dishes is all behind here in these nice slide drawers. You have a pull out here for your silverware. The nice thing about this is if you've got something on the counter, you don't have to move it to get to your silverware. You've also got a bread box. That's at least what we use it for here with you know, your chips and bread and things like that you can store there, as well as your sink. Victron controller back here for all your electric, so you can keep track of your electric and your water, as well as your kitchen lighting. You've got a water pump here for your water. So it's all built in. Up top, nice little storage areas for spices. And I guess if you're wanting an idea of how deep these are, it's basically a hand deep. And so that's, you know, about yay deep, which gives you plenty of room to put spices in there. And I think she's got some other stuff in here. Yeah, some measuring and bowls and storage drawer for some other odds and ends right here. Of course, we picked this up at X-Grid Campers, so there's a little plug there. X-Grid Campers in Las Vegas is the dealer for this. I think you can also get them in Tennessee. I can't remember exactly what town in Tennessee their dealer is at, but this is a wood box. So for your firewood, it's got kind of an open bottom so that all the junk isn't gonna stay in there, it'll fall out. So that's nice. You've got a utility drawer on the back that you can put your camping odds and ends, gear in here. So that's nice there, but let's go around to the other side. So on this side of the Fusion, it's mostly utility. You've got a shower here that's got a hose built into it. Just open this out, so if you want to take an outdoor shower, you can. So this is a big, massive storage compartment back here. We've got a light. As far as how deep this is, if you know how wide these yellow storage boxes are from Costco, there are two of them back to back in here. It's so deep, I can't even touch the back wall. So tons of space inside this storage compartment. Now, because I have all this stuff, I can't show you, but the water tanks are underneath this floor. If you empty this out, you've got these straps. Maybe in another video, I'll open that up and show you. We ended up going with the port for Starlink so that we can run a Starlink satellite dish into here and then run from here into the unit. But we haven't actually used that just yet, but I'm sure we will. And then down here, you've got your lithium batteries. Now, something to keep in mind, we've got about, I think, 600 amp hours of lithium, and up top, about 800 watts of solar. There's an air conditioner on board. We can run the air conditioner all day long, multiple days in a row, off of shore power, no problem. If you're running air conditioner off of the batteries, you may want to limit the amount of time you're using it to just right before bed or something like that to bring it to a temperature that you're comfortable with, or just open up the sides, you know, and not run it at all. But we're going to do some tests, obviously, to figure out how much we can run it, how much it drains the batteries, and how much charging we need to have, whether it's enough solar or whether we need to plug in the vehicle. But really impressed so far. This thing's pretty awesome and love all the storage space. We're still kind of figuring things out here. We do have the wall kit for the awning. We've got some dog food. We've got, like I said, 2 of these storage bins, our water and power stuff, as well as some other bags with odds and ends. And of course, our Timbo Tusk Scuttle up here. But yeah, so a lot of stuff in here. Let me close this down and we'll head up front. So then you have the pass through with all the chairs that you can fit up here. There's honestly way more space than what we've got used at this point. So I don't know if we'll fill it up with more or leave it kind of empty so that we can get to stuff. But nice having all this. And then of course your fill for your diesel water, or your diesel for your water heater and your cabin heater, which is the Truma system. So now we're gonna go inside the trailer. So we have a big old fridge. This thing is just tons of space in there. Don't have to worry about getting to some of our stuff anymore because it's all right there. And then as far as a freezer, big old freezer, we can freeze ice. We've got chicken, we've got, I don't know, full size Tillamook ice cream in there. Over here's our bathroom. We went with a composting toilet. Now, we had been told that composting toilet was the way to go for sure. And I will say that after, you know, being in some campers with the blue stuff, if you know what I'm talking about, the smell just, yeah, for us, not a thing. Let's see, besides that, we've got a sink that pulls down. So on one side is a mirror, on the other side is the sink, and then that can be lifted up out of the way when you don't need it. You've got your shower curtain here. On this side of this compartment, you've got a place for shoes, and then your big queen size residential bed. There are power outlets and lights on either side. Sorry if I'm a little hot right now, but we don't have the air conditioner on. But when we do turn this on, this thing puts out some cold air. And then besides that, we've got a couple overhead fans that we opted for. And that really gets the air circulating in here. Have no problems with the temperatures when we get that thing going. We wanted a place for our daughter to sleep separate than us. So right here, we've got the kids' bunk, and of course with the safety net. But when we don't use that, we can fold that up out of the way. And then we've got our table and chairs. Now, with this table and chairs, you know, obviously it can be converted into a bunk too, so there's this extra cushion. But if I toss that out of the way, you can see that, you know, you've got a place for two to sit. And there's some more goodies hidden under here. Besides the stairs having massive drawers for storage, that's just our daughter's. And then, of course, my storage, it's got, you know, things in it. And again, this is deep. This is really deep. We've not actually filled these up, and there's tons of room. And then behind these, you've got extra drawers to store things. Behind that one, there is another storage drawer under here. Same kind of thing. Pull it out. And then behind here, you have a cubby as well as two more storage drawers for storing things, you know, nice lights at your table. And then, you know, these windows are the same as a lot of them you've seen on campers, where you've got the screen on one side and, you know, your privacy shade on the other, and these open up. And yeah, so it's, you know, pretty nice. Now, under here, this one, and I guess it's probably hard to see, but anyway, the Truma heater, water heater is down there. And then you've got your vents for your Truma water heater. So it's a little bit of a compact space, but we found that when we lower this table down, we can put a dog bed here and Maverick will sleep there. Our daughter sleeps up top and the bunk, and it works out for all of us. So, all right, so that is a quick look at our brand new Lifestyle Campers Fusion that we purchased from X-Grid Campers out of Las Vegas. Special thanks to Lauren from X-Grid Campers. If you've got any questions about this camper or any of the others, Lauren's the guy to talk to. And actually, they've got a great staff. Anybody can answer the questions you've got on them, but special thanks to them. If there's anything that you'd like us to answer, leave it in the comment box below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and maybe you'll like this video right here. So thanks for watching, and we'll check you next time, hopefully out on the trail with this rig and our GX550. All right, see you next time.